What's up, family? Man, you know what? When I come on video, you see me smiling a lot. And that's like a natural defense mechanism that I have, that when I'm nervous, I'll start smiling and laughing. And what that does is that help calms me down. You know what I mean? It's something that I just do naturally. I don't even know that I'm doing it until I'm doing it. You know what I mean? It's not something that I do thinking about it. Is something that just happens naturally, something that just occurs subconsciously, and I just start smiling and just laughing, and it's just a natural way for me to just exhale and get into the videos. You know what I mean? I'm nervous a lot because, man, I don't take what I do lightly. I don't take what I say lightly. You know what I mean? And I don't know who's all watching the videos. I don't know who these videos are going to reach or impact, whose lives they're going to have a role in, you know what I mean? And so I take that lightly. I understand that people are going through things. People are carrying a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, a lot of suffering. And so I take this seriously. You know what I mean? I'm dead ass serious when I get on here and I make these videos, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm so passionate. That's why I go the way that I go, because you never know who needs to hear what you have to say. You know what I mean? And so I just give it my all, good, bad, whatever, I just give it my all, and that's what we're going to talk about a little today. I've gone through a lot, and people trip out when I start sharing some of my story. How the fuck can you have gone through that and and a lot of people don't want to believe it, and it is what it is, you know what I mean? It don't matter to me. It don't bother me, Now I'm beyond all of that now, but I understand, even though I've gone through a lot, I haven't gone through the most. I'm not going through the most. What am I saying? There's always somebody going through something more challenging than what you've gone through. There's always somebody that has it worse than you. There's always somebody that has a greater challenge and a greater cross to have to carry than what you've carried. And a lot of times we don't realize that. When we're going through stuff, it's like, whoa, it's me, and man, this shit ain't fair, and why my life sucks so much, and blah, blah. Man, we have this victim mentality, and the whole world is crashing down around us, and fuck the world, and fuck everybody that's happy, and fuck everybody that's laughing, and somebody that got somebody that's, they're married or they're in a good relationship, and then fuck them bitches. They don't know my life. They don't know my pain. They don't know my fucking struggles and what do. And man, I get that. You know what I mean? I've been there. I'm dead ass serious. I've been there. I didn't give a fuck about people and couples. That were couples and all that other shit that was happy and loving and And man, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. How the fuck can they be so fucking happy? How the fuck can these motherfuckers be going on vacation and just living life and living their best life, and I'm fucking struggling, and I'm catching the fucking hell that I'm catching, and I'm a fucking single parent raising my two oldest kids, or my only kids I had at the time, my two kids, and I'm financially a fucking mess, and I'm not fucking eating just so that my kids can have food, and I got all these things of why my life sucked. You know what I mean? I have all these reasons why I'm catching the hell, I'm catching the worst, you know what I mean? Nobody understands my fucking pain. Nobody understands my fucking struggle. You know what I mean? And it's a trip because, man, when I was a single parent and I'm raising my daughter and my son, it's like, fuck. How come I can't find some woman that appreciates the fact that, man, this guy's raising his kids? I hear all this bullshit about black men ain't there. Black men ain't raising their kids. Black men ain't stepping up to the fucking plate. Black fathers are fucking absentee. Black fathers sucking wood. I heard all this fucking bullshit. And here I am year after year for 8-9 years raising my two babies. Nobody fucking helping me. No woman, I got women that I'm fucking and shit, but when none of them wanting to step up to the fucking plate. When none of them trying to be a fucking stepmom. You know what I mean? They just fuck buddies. You know what I mean? That's all they was. But I couldn't understand. Man, it was all about my fucking frequency. I didn't know that shit at the time. All I'm looking at is, fuck, life ain't fucking fair. Fuck, I hate my life. Fuck my life. And I was saying this shit back in the 90s. In the 90s, I'm like, fuck my life. You know what I mean? How come I'm dealt the fucking bullshit that I've been dealt? What the fuck did I do to deserve all this fucking pain and suffering, this fucking loneliness, and this miserable fucking chaotic life? Understand? I've gone through some shit. You know what I mean? I saw my mom murdered when I was 2, molested at the age of 6, verbally, physically beat down by my own fucking family. Emotionally beat the fuck down by my own fucking family. Now I'm 20-something years old and I'm raising 2 babies. I don't even know who the fuck I am. All I know is, man, life has to be better for my fucking babies than the bullshit I've gone through. I'm fucked up in the head, but I don't realize how fucked up I am. I know I'm fucked up, but I don't understand the depth and the magnitude of how fucked up and how toxic I was. But all that I knew was, man, it has to be better for my babies. I'm gonna be here unlike my sorry ass daddy, who was locked up in a fucking pen. I'm not gonna be one of those daddies that's missing in fucking action. It hurts me, it breaks my heart that my kid's sorry ass fucking mama don't wanna be here. Ain't willing to step up to the plate and be an active participant in they fucking, that breaks my heart because I grew up without my mom. I know the pain and suffering of not having your mom in your life. And so it pissed me the fuck off. And I would always call her and tell her, what the fuck is wrong with you? And go the fuck, I don't know what to say to them. And I don't know what they like. Get on the fucking phone and talk to them. Ask them what sports they like. Ask them what their fucking favorite color is. Ask them what their favorite number is. What do they like doing? What's their favorite movie? Just have a conversation. How fucking hard is that? These are conversations I'm having with their sorry ass mom. But she didn't want to step up to the fucking plate. She didn't want to do none of that shit. And so I'm pissed off and I'm angry at the fucking world. I'm angry that this is their sorry ass deadbeat mama. I'm angry at the fucking, my family. I grew up in the toxic ass fucking family that I did. And not only did I grow up in that fucking sorry ass family, now I got babies coming. I got 2 kids here. So I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm a fucking victim. I'm a victim to the umpteenth degree. And it wasn't until, man, I went to start working in the prison system and realized, damn, bro, it's a lot of people that had it worse than you. I said again, it's a lot of people that had it worse than I did. It's a lot of people whose daddy was sexually abusing them. There's a lot of people whose mama was sexually abusing them. There's a lot of people who grew up in toxic ass shit, far worse than the shit that I grew up in. There's people who grew up, who had their mama and their daddy pimping them fuck out so they could get their next fucking fix. So often we see the world through our fucking eyes. You know what I mean? And that's all we see through our fucking experience. And we think that's all the world is our little tiny ass fucking experience. And that's why it's so important for us to grow the fuck up and move away from that crazy ass city we grew up in. You know what I mean? That little bumfuck town we grew up in, that big city, whatever it is that you grew up in, man, it's important for you to get the fuck up out of there. It's important for you to move away. Why? So you could get a different perspective of fucking life. So that you can understand it's not just about where you fucking grew up in, because that's all you fucking know. That's all you know. And so working in the prison system as a counselor, I'm there to help these guys with their substance abuse, their anger management, domestic violence, and all money, financial planning and parenting. I'm there to talk to all these guys about all this shit right here, right? And these guys are giving me some fucking things that I needed. What am I saying? They're giving me a different perspective. Just because they're talking about their life, their experiences. And it's not about who's gone through the most. See, because you never know who's gone through some shit just by looking at them. See, you can look at people and say, damn, that motherfucker must have went through hell because they look fucked up and they look wore the fuck out. And man, all they did was just made wrong choices. They have a loving family. Mom and dad was there for them. Kept bailing them out. Kept enabling them. Kept bailing them out. They had no reason to go down that path other than the fact they chose to go down that path. There's a lot of people with money that go down that wrong path, that get caught up in dough, get caught up in, now they homeless, now they're strung out and lost their mind and all that because they made the choices to go down this path. What I mean, man, they made the choice to go out to this club. And they wanted to experiment with this dope. Somebody gave them this dope and they wanted to take a hit of it. They knew better, but they didn't choose better. And they took a hit of this dope. And it triggered something in their fucking mind. It triggered something in their body. They became chemically imbalanced. And now they're gone. They took a hit of this and now they're strung the fuck out on it. It all started as fucking fun and games. Now they're homeless. And they've been in and out of the prison system for the last 15, 20 years. So you can't look at people and determine how much shit they've gone through. You can't look at people and determine and say, oh, they ain't had shit. They must have a silver spoon in their fucking mouth. People say to me all the time, because I'm 52, and they say, man, you look like you're in your 30s or whatever the case may be. Man, you look like you ain't gone through shit. Like life has been easy for you. You've had the silver spoon. You grew up on the right side of town, and hell fuck no, I didn't. No, the fuck I didn't. You know what I mean? I grew up in East San Ho when East San Ho was off the fucking hook. East San Ho still off the fucking chain. You can't look at people and judge them and determine how much experience and how much they have to offer you and show you about fucking life. I'm in the prison system with all these fucking convicted felons, all these inmates. And I'm sharing them with them all this psychological shit. All this shit to help them with their stuff. These people, not even understanding it, not even knowing that they're doing this, they're helping me understand my father's mentality. Because I want them to say, why did my father get out of prison? Guys, when did he get out? I was a sophomore in high school when he got out the first time. So that was what, I can't even remember, 86, 85, 86? I think 85 when he got out. 13 years. That's all he got for murdering my mom. I think he got more than that, but they paroled him at 13 years. But he kept going back and forth to prison on stupid parole violations. And I couldn't understand, why is it that this motherfucker keep going back to the fucking pen? What is it about the fucking penitentiary that his ass likes so much? And so there, I'm an adult now. I'm working as a counselor, talking to these guys and trying to lace these guys up about kids. And I'm trying to give them the perspective of their kids. See, because they got their own experience about being a father, being away in the pen. So I'm there and I'm helping them understand, man, this is what your kid may be going through. This is some of the shit that your kid may be dealing with. This is some of the shit your kid may have had to deal with. Because my father was here in that fucking penitentiary playing Rambo and war games and all this other bullshit. Because in California, in the 70s, there was a lot of war going on. Racial wars going on in the prison system. Politics, fighting over drugs and all the other shit. And my father's part of BG. He was part of BGF. And so he's doing all this stupid shit. You know what I mean? Just living the life. That's what he knew. That's the shit he was doing on the fucking streets. So now he's in the fucking penitentiary where shit's real. But that's what he knows. And so I'm mad at my dad because it's like, fuck, how come this motherfucker keep going back? And so I'm talking to these guys, and these guys are talking to me. Man, you get addicted to this. Man, you get addicted to not having any responsibilities. Man, you get addicted to hanging out with the homies. You get addicted to, man, all you got to do is just be here, and you got 3 meals in a cot. You get institutionalized. And it's a trip because so many motherfuckers are quick to blast people for being addicted to going in and out of the fucking prison system, but yet they as addicted to fucking government assistance. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to put themselves down for it. But you know what I mean? Stay with me. They quick to blast motherfuckers for going in and out of the fucking pen for being institutionalized. But yet they fucking ass is institutionalized too because they're 3rd, 4th, 5th generation welfare recipient. We have to grow up. There's always people that have gone through more than you. There's always people that are going through more than you. And so what God had to show me was, Elijah, you can sit here and keep bitching and moaning and crying about how fucked up your life was. It's not going to change how your life was. Is this all you gonna do in life is sit here with a fucking bottle and sit here and complain about what you've gone through? Or are you gonna get up and you're gonna enjoy fucking life? You can't change the fucking past. But if you don't change your fucking present, your future is going to be your fucking past. I'm gonna say that again. A guy had to lace me up with. He said, Elijah, you sitting here bitching and moaning. You all hard and thugged out and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You ain't scared of shit. But your ass sitting here bitching and moaning and complaining about your fucking past. Acting like a fucking crybaby. Like a fucking spoiled ass fucking brat. You sitting here bitching and moaning about the shit that happened to you when you was a little fucking kid. You a grown ass fucking man now. Grow the fuck up. If you don't change your fucking present, if you don't change your fucking circumstances right here, right now, your fucking past that you hated so fucking much, your fucking past that you despise and you detest, you don't even understand that that is your fucking present because you keep bringing that shit from your past into your fucking present. And if you don't fix this shit and change your fucking mentality, it's gonna be your fucking future too. Now some shit that just blew me away. It's like, fuck, I didn't like this shit when I was a fucking kid. I didn't like this shit when I was a fucking teenager. Why the fuck am I carrying this shit in my fucking 20s now? Why am I still carrying this shit with me? Why am I carrying my fucking past with me? Why am I carrying that fucking pain and that suffering and that trauma and that drama with me? Oh, I'm addicted to this fucking drama because that's all I fucking know. I'm addicted to this trauma because that's all I fucking know. I've allowed that shit to become my fucking identity. Oh, God had to show me, motherfucker, you got a choice. You can keep reliving the fucking past. Or you can say enough is enough. And wash your hands of the shit. How do I do that? How do I let that shit go? How do I stop being so fucking angry and bitter? How do I stop being so fucking racist? Oh, I was fucking racist. I was on one. I joined the Air Force with the mentality, man, I'm coming to the military. I'm going to learn all the fucking tactical maneuvers. I'm coming back out to the fucking block. And if y'all thought the fuck y'all was scared of the fucking Black Panthers back in the 60s, in the early 70s, wait till this new motherfucking generation come out with this shit. We're starting this shit called BMM, Black Militant Men. I was on some bullshit. My ass wanted to go to fucking war with every fucking body. Because I was so fucking angry and hurt. And I blamed everybody for my fucking pain and suffering. It was all white people's fault. White people didn't have shit to do with my father murdering my mom. White people didn't have shit to do with my father rejecting me because I was left-handed like my mama. White people didn't have shit to do with my father rejecting me as a baby because I was a mama's boy. White people didn't have shit to do with me being brought up in this racist fucking household. Not racist, excuse me, this religious, intolerant fucking household. White people didn't have shit to do with my family damning me and cursing me to fucking hell and telling me I had the devil in me. White people didn't have shit to do with me being fucking sexually molested at the age of 6. But I blamed white people and said because they oppressed my people. Now I'm angry at all white people and I wanted to go to war with all white people. Although white people didn't have shit to do with my pain and suffering. Because God had to show me, sit your ignorant ass down. I didn't bring you to this fucking planet so you could start a fucking race war. I didn't bring you to this fucking planet so you could go to the military and learn tactical maneuvers and learn how to shoot and do all this other stupid shit and come out and start killing motherfuckers. I didn't bring you here to go through this fucking bullshit. You better grow the fuck up. You better understand who you are and why you're here. And you didn't come here to sit on your fucking ass whining and pouting and crying, woe is me, and life ain't fair. You didn't come here for that bullshit. Man, the fuck up. Woman, the fuck up. It's a hard fucking word to hear it. I hear it. I know it. I know it. I had to hear it. And I had to hear it several fucking times. Because I was hard-headed as hell. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to stop being fucking crybabies. We have to stop fucking whining and crying and pouting about how our fucking life is. If you don't fucking like it, change the shit. Change your fucking frequency. See, we do stupid ass shit. We want to get drunk. We want to start popping pills, smoking, doing the same toxic ass fucking shit we've been doing. Oh, I need me a new bitch. I need me a new dick. I need da-da-da-da. I need da-da-da. And we go doing the same fucking stupid shit, thinking that's going to change our fucking life. You're still on that same low vibrating frequency. Grow the fuck up. It don't matter who you get in a relationship. It don't matter where you move to. It don't matter what job you start. You got that same fucked up mentality. You got that same toxic ass fucking belief system. You got that same self-hatred. You can put on all the nice clothes you want to. You can put on all the fucking makeup and do your hair and look fine as fuck, but you still fucked up emotionally, intellectually. So I'm sitting there. And I remember as a kid, when the preacher was talking, and he was like saying shit that like I'm saying, and it's like offensive to some people. And they would say, man, he's stepping on toes. Man, a preacher stepping on toes. Man, preacher kicking in the door. Preacher talking about our business. When I make these videos, I always go back and watch them. I always go back and listen to them 2 to 3 times. Why? Because I need to hear this shit too sometimes. See, every time I get on here and before I start the video, I'm always praying. I'm always God, speak through me. God, speak to me. Speak to me and through me. Because I need to hear this shit. I need to be reminded of this shit too sometimes. A lot of times. Somebody asked me about my crystals. I rock a lot of crystals. I really don't too much right now, but I always have crystals with me. There's a crystal that I always have with me though. It's an amethyst heart. I don't know if you can see it. It's amethyst heart. I always got this in my pocket. I always have it right next to me, on me. Why? Not because I believe in powers of crystals. Because it's just a reminder to me. It's like the cross for Christians. See, a cross ain't shit. It's just fucking wood or plastic, gold, whatever, silver, whatever you got it, you made of. You know what I mean? It's just a fucking cross. There's a whole lot of fucking evil people hung up on a fucking cross. There's a whole lot of thieves hung up on the fucking cross. Whole lot of rapists hung up on the fucking cross. Whole lot of murderers hung up on the fucking cross. So the cross of itself ain't shit. It don't mean a fucking thing. I understand that Jesus, Yahshua, died on the cross. It's not the cross. Because like I just said, a whole lot of people, thousands of people before Jesus died, hung on a cross. Thousands of people after Jesus died was hung on a fucking cross. It's a symbol. The cross is just a symbol. It's just a symbol of what that means to you. So you see the cross, somebody see the cross, man, that's a symbol of what my Savior did for me. That's a symbol of what Jesus did for me. That's a symbol of the pain and suffering that Jesus went through for my behalf. So I see this cross, I wear this cross. It's just a reminder of what Jesus went through for me. These crystals that you say are devil, you know what I mean? These crystals that you say are evil. You know what I mean? These crystals, they're a reminder to me of who the fuck I am. They're a reminder to me, of what I'm carrying. They're a reminder to me of what's at stake. I made videos on what each of the crystals mean to me. I'll start making some more. But they're a reminder to me. But the amethyst one, most important, it's my favorite crystal. It's my favorite color, purple. It's my birthstone. It's my mama's birthstone. Purple is a color of royalty. It's just a reminder to me of who the fuck I am. I don't need nobody to tell me that I'm chosen. I don't need nobody to tell me that, man, I have an anointing on my life, a calling on my life. I know it. I don't give a fuck who believe it, who don't believe it. That ain't got shit to do with me. I know who the fuck I am. And so this purple, this royal color, is a reminder to me that you're a fucking king. That I'm a king. And because I'm a king, I can't just allow any kind of foolishness in my circle. Because I'm a king, I can't be caught up in a bunch of stupid shit. Because I'm a king, I have to have a certain type of mentality. Because I'm a king, I have to have a certain type of intelligence. Because I'm a king, there's certain things that I gotta do, whether I want to do them or not. I have to do it. Why? Because the calling of my life, because the position that I hold. It don't matter where people are mad because I'm a fucking king or not. I'm a fucking king. I don't need you to ordain me or to put me on a pedestal as a fucking king. I'm a king. If you're a king, if you're a queen, you can't be out just doing a bunch of stupid shit. If you a king, if you a queen, you got to be looking out for the best interests of the people. If you a king, if you a queen, you got to be trying to help the people reach their full potential. If you a king, if you a queen, you can't be getting distracted with the foolishness. You got to take care of business. You have a lot of responsibilities. You can't just hang out like everybody else. You just can't do what everybody else is doing. And that was a hard thing for me to understand growing up. How come I can't just wow the fuck out like everybody else? How come I can't just do the shit I want to do like everybody else? Because I've done it, but man, I always got caught up. He would only let Source Universe Most High would only let me go so far before they slapped the dog shit out of me. Why? Because as a king, you can't do everything. As a king, you can't do all that stupid shit. Just because you don't know you a king, don't mean you ain't made or brought here to be a king. Just because you don't believe that you're a queen, don't mean that you wasn't brought here to be a fucking queen. You've been chosen. That's why you can't go through all that bullshit. That's why you can't do all that shit that everybody else is doing. That's why you think the way you think. Sometimes that's why we're so fucking lonely. And we see it as being fucking lonely, not even understand that God, Source the Most High, is keeping you isolated, is keeping you protected and sheltered from all the bullshit that you could get caught up into. We have to grow the fuck up. Own this shit. This is who you are. Understand, it could be so much worse. It could be so much worse. I stress this stuff. I talk a lot about this stuff. Because this is why I'm here. This is my purpose. This is my calling. And I don't give a fuck who like it and who don't like it. I don't give a fuck what they think about me. My job, my responsibility is to share the message. Everybody else's job responsibility, do what the fuck they want with it. You know what I mean? What they do with it ain't got shit to do with me. It don't have absolutely nothing to do with me. I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I came here to do. The question is not am I doing what I'm supposed to do, or are you doing what the fuck you supposed to do? Or are you sitting there whining and crying and hating everybody else, jealous of everybody else, bitter and holding on to unforgiveness? See, going through the shit that I went through, one of the things that I had to realize was, damn, I'm ungrateful. And a lot of people, what the fuck did you have to be grateful for? And how can I be grateful having gone through all this shit, man? And then you lost your brother to colon cancer. And then a few months later, your wife got breast cancer and she died that year. What the fuck do you got to be grateful for? And da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da, and da-da. You've gone through, what the fuck is it? Because it could have been fucking worse. It could always be fucking worse. Stop allowing your fucking ego to get you fucked up in this game. Stop allowing your fucking arrogance and your ignorance and your pride to get you fucked up in this game called life. Stop wasting time on bullshit. Stop wasting time sitting there bitching and moaning and complaining about your fucking toxic ass fucking past. Get busy healing. Get busy living. Get busy helping others reach their potential. And be grateful that the shit that you went through wasn't worse. Because there's always somebody that's gone through a whole lot more than you. There's always somebody that's going through a whole lot more than you. Man. Oof. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.